Genetic engineering alters the DNA code of living organisms through selective breeding, through recombinant DNA, as well as gel electrophoresis, and lastly, transgenic organisms. Selective breeding, of course, is breeding only those traits, animals, or plants with the same traits as one another. You have an illustration here of how plants breed through recombinant DNA. Another illustration of how DNA enzymes are cut. Another organism is added to create new bacteria, which is beneficial for things like oil spills, which we see here. In plants, it creates a more hardier fruit, so it ripens less. Recombinant DNA started back in the 1970s, so it's still a new process where they extract the egg cell here to produce a new organism. Here you see bananas, which are more green and ripened. You have cauliflower, which can be altered. Its DNA can be altered. With strawberries, I particularly like this one. They turn blue. They inject an enzyme, which keeps them from being mushy. So there are a lot of processes to genetic engineering. You have some people who are still not fans of genetic engineering. There are some cons as well as pros with anything. They increase the pesticide use. They have toxics or allergens. They can alter personality. It's been studied. And the food can taste differently. It can be seedless, and it can make you sick as well. So genetic engineering alters simply the DNA, but you don't know what processes could happen as a result. So here you have pictures of fruit which have been combined through selective breeding. You have here the horse and the donkey, which have been breeded. Now, medical gene modification is the most common thing that we've talked about and is known about. Okay, for anti-clotting, increases cow's milk, antibiotics, insulin, which is very popular, hepatitis, but there'll always be some people who are against genetic engineering. But we must remember that science and technology are both needed to help with the survival of the human race. The advantages outweigh the disadvantages. The main reason is that it is good for both humans and plants, which both need one another.